What's up, guys? Welcome to the fourth update video for studying for the DAT. I'm almost halfway there and the pressure continues to build and I'm feeling a little anxious. I'm at that place where I'm trying to convince myself that like 5 weeks isn't that much. Like I'll break it down to 2.5 weeks or something like that, just so that it seems shorter. But yeah, so you guys know that I'm using DAT Bootcamp and I'm still really happy with them as I'm getting closer to, finishing up the content review. And we here at FutureDDS have partnered up with DAT Bootcamp, so you guys can use the promo code FutureDDS at checkout just to get a nice little discount. So this week, my studying changed a little bit. It's not as structured as I originally planned, and things have become kind of repetitive, so I wanted to make sure that I was still enjoying the learning process and that I wasn't just going through the motions and just trying to tick things off of my daily to-do list. So I'll study anywhere from 3 hours all the way to 8 hours a day. Something that no one ever talks about is the eye strain, that comes with studying for the DT. Like, it's a real thing. Like, when I'm staring at my screen for like 6 hours a day, every day, you definitely start to feel tired a little bit quicker. So this week I completed 5 organic chemistry chapters, 7 chapters of the biology academy, and I've still been doing 20 questions a day from the bootcamp question bank for quantitative reasoning. And I'm still prioritizing chemistry as the first subject to study, but then after that, it's just whatever I feel like studying next. So the organic chemistry section, it still feels the same as it was, last week. Dr. Mike teaches the content so well, and sometimes I'm like, why didn't my professors teach the subject like he does? And so for bio, I'm really starting to feel anxious because there's just so much information, especially this week where I entered like the physiology chapters and I had to complete like 3 chapters every 2 days. It takes so much energy and time that I don't feel like trying to memorize every single little fact. And like, luckily for me, biology isn't in my strategy for getting a high score. My goal is just to do average on the biology section. So maybe like 21 or 22, and anything above that would just be bonus. And then I just want to crush like the more predictable sections. So for the QR section, it's just, I said this last week, it's just about not making any mindless errors. Like, they're just testing to see like how your logic is, and it's just one of those sections where you can get a really high score if you practice it every day. So I'd rather spend more time in the QR section than the biology section, just because the score you get is more proportional to the amount of time that you put in. And I haven't been really studying for the PAT too much. I'm happy with my abilities so far, and I'm just trying to maintain them by just doing a few problems, every day. It's nowhere near as extensive as it was before, where I do like 30 problems every day for each section of the PAT. It's not like that anymore. So I took a lot more practice tests this week, and so I had 2 in general chemistry, 1 in reading comprehension, and 2 for the PAT. I got 30s on both my general chemistry tests. I got a 26 in reading and a 24 and a 22 on the PAT. So I've heard a lot in the past that the scores you get on bootcamp are generally lower than the scores you would get on the actual DAT. I think these are different times, because I would actually say that those estimated scores that, bootcamp give you are a little inflated. And I hope I'm wrong about it. I really do. Like, I'd love to see myself getting higher scores than the ones I've gotten, but I doubt it. I'm just basing that off of when I compare my raw scores with people who took these practice tests a while back, and they scored the same as me, but they would get a lower predicted score from bootcamp. So my strategy that I talked about last week, it worked really well for me. It's all about speed. For general chemistry, I would skip any problems I was hesitant on, and then I'd come back to them once I went through the entire exam. I found that I would actually figure out the answer while solving the other problems, so it was a lot more time efficient. And for the reading comprehension, I use the search and story method, and it works pretty well with me, so I'm gonna continue using that. And for the PAT, I was really strategic with that as well. Whatever problems that seemed difficult, I would skip. And I'd also go through the angle ranking portion really quickly because I know I'm weak in that area and it would be a waste of time to spend a lot of time there. And so, yeah, that'll be it for this update video. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button. And if you want to be notified when I upload new videos in my DAT journey, hit the notification bell. And if you have any questions for us at FutureDDS, you can always DM us on Instagram @_FutureDDS, and we'll try to reply as soon as possible. And we'll see y'all in the next update video.